guys, welcome back to the channel. So today we're gonna do a little maintenance on my 2018 Chevy Colorado. We're gonna flush the brake system. Now how important this is, I honestly don't know, and there's several ways you can do this. You can have someone help you and they pump the brake while you bleed it, and another way you can pump the brakes yourself. I've got a video on how to do it. It does work, but the problem is you can't actually see what's going on. I'm going to do it an easy way. Mind you, you have to buy a part for it, and I'll show that here in just a minute. The easiest way to do this by yourself is to buy one of these tools. Now this one here is a Motive Products power bleeder, and I got it off Amazon. First off, if you get one of these, this one never come with any instructions. When I first started using it, it took forever to get this here up. Basically what you want to do, you want to pump your system up to about 15 psi. Anyway, it took forever to get it pumped up. Well, then I noticed it says on here, it says oil. Well, what they didn't, like I say, I had no instructions, so what I had to do is what I did is I took some oil and just let it run down this here and let it run in. It probably took a cap or two of oil, and then it started working good. Okay, so this truck here takes DOT 3 fluid. Well, of course I looked it up on the internet before I went to the store, and it said DOT 4, so I ended up buying DOT 4 brake fluid. But anyway, I got looking it up, and it says it's fine to run DOT 4 in a DOT 3 system, and they even said it was fine to mix the two. So we're going to flush this DOT 3 out, and it's going to have DOT 4 in it. Okay, normally what I would do is I would take the cap off. You want to clean it real good first so nothing falls in. Then I'd put something in there and suck as much of the old fluid out as I could. But this here, the way it's designed, I really can't get nothing down in there, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to fill it to the top, and then we'll pressurize it. Okay guys, let's see if we can dump this in without making a mess. I'm betting probably not. I'll probably be making a mess, I imagine. Yeah, see, there's not enough room to get this bottle. I don't know if you can use a funnel for this or not. Okay guys, so I decided to use a funnel, because if I don't, I'll have it all over the place. And there's a good chance I'll still have it all over the place, because I can't really see how full it is. And make sure you clean your funnel real good. I use brake clean to clean this one, and I let it dry real good. See, I already got it dripping. Okay, I got it filled. So I filled it right up. You want to get your cap back on as quick as you can too, because this stuff here absorbs moisture. Of course, I don't know that it would absorb that fast, but you don't want to get this on your paint. The brake fluid, you don't want none of that on your paint, because it can damage your paint. Okay, so I'm going to put this cap on. This here's designed for GMs. You just tighten your cap down. Okay. Then what we'll do, we'll pump this up. Like I said, about 15 psi. Takes a little while to get pumped up. Okay guys, we had a little technical difficulty with the camera. I never mentioned, you should start on the passenger's rear, and then go to the driver's side rear, and then go to the passenger side front, and then finish off with the driver's side front. Anyway, I didn't get it on camera, but this is how much fluid I took out. It's really not that bad looking, but that there should be all the old fluid in this side, so I'm going to go over and do the other side. One thing I noticed with this, on this truck, now I've used this on the car, the I used that little thing on the car and it pumped out steady when you turn the bleeder screw, but this one here just kind of dribbles out. So I don't know if there's more, I suppose there's more electronics involved in this truck, so it might be a little harder to push a constant stream out, but it did come out. That's a fair bit right there. So that should be all the old stuff on that side. And I'm going to empty this bottle and then we'll go to the passenger side rear. Oh, and one other thing too, when you finish one side, just come back here, release the pressure here, just turn this off and release the pressure, which I've already done. The gauge is down. And you can see that it dropped down to here. So what I'm going to do is once I get the tire off in the back, get it ready, I'm going to fill this back up and then we'll pump it back up, and I'm going to go to 20 on this one here because 15 don't seem to push it out real good. Okay, hopefully the camera's working this time. So we're on the driver's side rear, and here's your bleeder screw. And just set your cap aside. It's a 10 millimeter, and I would suggest using a flare nut wrench just to be sure you don't round the edges on it. So put that on. And I use a 1/4 inch tube just to make less mess. Put it in a bottle. And we'll loosen this up. Okay, see how it's not? It should be pushing out real good, but it's not for some reason. But it is coming. But on the Camaro, it's steady stream, but I don't know if it's got more electronics or something to push through. I have no idea. But it is draining little by little here. In here, coming out. Now the fluid that was in it was actually not any of the ones that I've ever done. The fluid's pretty black. This here fluid looks to be in good shape. My hope is it'll stiffen the pedal up. And I noticed the pedal's a little mushy. Now that could be just because the truck's now 5 years old, but I'm hoping maybe it has some moisture in it and we get it out. Maybe that'll stiffen up the pedal, but we'll try it after I get it finished here. And you can see there's no air going back in. So it's not backing up. It's just not pushing through as well as it did on my Camaro. You can see that there. I think I got it on camera. You can see where it's just dribbling out. I'll probably let the bottle get up to just below the Pepsi label and then call that good enough. That should be plenty. Like I said, I can't tell the difference between the old and the new, color-wise. See, it looks really clear. I'd say that's probably more than enough because they don't hold that much in the lines. I'm going to call that good. Okay, so once that's tightened up, just remember to put your cap back on and throw the wheel back on. Okay guys, so we're on the passenger front. The front one's got 2 bleeder screws, one here on the outside and one on the inside. So I'm thinking, I don't know, we'll start with the outside first maybe. Get more of the old stuff, the old fluid out. See, the fluid's in good shape. It's pushing it out. It's just, I don't know, I just thought it would push it a little better than that, I guess. But it is coming. Okay, so I'm gonna take this off and I'm gonna fill that back up again and we'll get that other one. Okay, so we're gonna do the inside one now. That's probably enough. As you can see, I made quite a mess. So we place the cap. I'll get this tire on, then we'll go do the driver's side. That should be the end. This is a lot of fluid, so I definitely got all the old stuff out, I'm pretty sure. Okay, last one. See if we can do this one without making a mess. Like I mentioned earlier, this would be a lot easier if it was actually darker. But after 5 years, it's still good shape. So I'm not sure how often you have to do this. Anyway, I think that should be plenty out of that. We've almost used the whole bottle of the .4, so we should have most of the .3 out. Getting a little rusty. Say that should be plenty. My cylinder's down pretty good. Still got 10 pounds in her. Anyway, we're done. Okay, so I'm just gonna try and fill this back to where it was when we first started. There should be enough fluid here left. The bottle's almost empty. Okay, it was right about there. Give or take a little, maybe a little more. Bottle's pretty well empty, so we definitely got all the old .3 out. Okay, anyway, we got her done. We'll get the wheel back on. I'll take it out and see if the brake pedal feels any better than it did. Okay, so I took the truck down the road a ways and come back, just testing out the brakes, and I'm happy to say that the brake pedal feels like it did when it was new. All that sponginess that was in the pedal is now gone, so flushing the fluid actually helped. Anyway, this is maintenance that should be done on these newer vehicles. I went 5 years. This truck's actually almost 5.5 years. And I did read that some people recommend every 2 to 3 years you should do it. But anyway, we finally got it done. And there is a benefit to doing it. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching, and we'll catch you in the next one.